Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben here for another episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. And today I will be talking about the remake of the 1974 classic Black Christmas. And this is called Black Xmas or Black Christmas. But this came out in 2006 and was put out by the team behind the Final Destination 1 and Final Destination 3. So you have Glenn Morgan and James Wong. And pretty much this film, it does follow the same beats as the original 1974 classic, where you have a sorority that's being stalked by an unseen killer, goes by the name of Billy. There's a little bit more, the thing about this film is that there's more backstory into Billy and where Billy comes from and his family and things like that. And a lot of people felt like that took away from the mystique of who Billy was. I'll give you a little insight into who's in the cast. So you have Katie Cassidy, who plays Kelly. You have Michelle Trachtenberg, who plays Melissa. You have Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays Heather. Oliver Hudson, who plays Kyle. You have Lacey Chabert as Dana. Kristen Cloak as Lee. And then you have Andrea Martin as Mrs. McHenry, and she was in the original Black Christmas, which I thought was a really nice touch. She played Phil in the original Black Christmas. Screenplay and the direction was done by Glenn Morgan. It was executive produced by Bob Clark, who directed the original. Black Christmas, the remake, is a mixed bag for me. Now, initially, I watched this one before revisiting the 1974 original, and first viewing, I actually liked this one a little bit better. Upon repeat viewings, where I watched both films back to back, I felt the original 1974 classic was far superior to this film. There's some cool things about this film. I do think they get the setting down great. I do think that some of the characters in the film, specifically Katie Cassidy, Andrea Martin, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I've always been a fan of, they were really great in the film. There was some great shots in the film that kind of hide who Billy is. Just the way that they were directed, where he's like hiding behind a Christmas tree. The film relies a little too heavily on gross out. And I love over-the-top gore and everything. But in this film, it almost overtakes the suspense that the first film had. And I felt like the suspense in the first film was so well done, so captured the spirit of Christmas, and was so kind of gets under your skin, that this one replaced that with over-the-top gore. There's also like an incestuous relationship between Billy and his mother in this, and I thought that kind of pushed things a little too far. And then you also have another character that's introduced in this film that was not in the first film at all, and it's another member of Billy's family. And I won't go into it for people who haven't seen it, but I thought that was a little much. It actually took some of the punch off of the Billy character, because there was a character that was a little bit more disturbing. So yeah, it's not a great film. There's parts of it that I really like. Like I said, some of the cast is fantastic. I thought there was some great gore moments in it, but I felt like that the gore kind of overshadowed what could have been a really suspenseful, really eerie film that was done more for shock value than actually paying homage to the original. But it is worth watching, but I feel like if you watch the original and this one back to back, this one does pale in comparison to that film. If I had to give this one a rating on my scale, I would give the remake of Black Christmas 2 skulls. So yeah, not a horrible film, not a perfect film. Has some things I really like, some good performances. There are some shocking deaths. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it didn't pack the punch that the original did. So that is my review of the remake of Black Christmas. I'm curious if anybody else has seen this film, if you guys like it more than the original, if you like it less. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks so much for watching Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.